Welcome to my class, student. This is class 7. We are doing English, An Alien Hand, and this is chapter 2. We are doing Bringing Up Kari, and this is session 3. In the last two sessions, you have come to know about a story of an elephant and his keeper. The elephant's name is Kari, and the keeper is a 9-year-old boy. And what happened in the first part of the story, we came to know about the likings of the elephant. He likes to have twigs, tender twigs that must not be broken or disfigured. And second, we come to know that the elephant loves to take bath in the river, and after bath the elephant looked very beautiful. Its bright black color started shining and it looked like an ebony. And then we come to know about an incident in which Kari the elephant saved the drowning boy with the help of the narrator, with the help of the keeper. He saved both the boys when the slow undercurrent of water dragged both the boys into the river. Then what happened? There was a mention of one more incident. In the house of the keeper, they started seeing that fruits are disappearing, and who has taken fruit? Nobody knows. First the blame was on the servants and next on the keeper. The keeper was very upset with the parents. So one day when he was in the dining room, he saw a snake-like thing appeared from the window and took all the fruits. So he was very frightened. He thought snakes actually don't eat fruits, but this must be a terrible snake, and one day this snake would kill all the family members. So he went out and was very much frightened. And in this story again, we come to know about one thing that the writer says us, that we should treat animals like a small children. Just as we punish small children if they do some wrong, in the same way the elephant should also be punished or scolded, so that they will not repeat the thing again. Because elephants are very huge, very massive, and if they do some mischievousness, it can harm all of us. So let's see what happened to the third session. As I went out, I saw Kari's back disappearing in the direction of the pavilion. The keeper didn't see the snake. He saw the Kari's back disappearing in the direction of the pavilion, and I was so frightened that I wanted his company to cheer me up, because Kari was his best buddy and he wanted to be calm in the company of Kari. I ran after him into the pavilion and I found him there eating bananas. So who was eating bananas? Not snake. It was not snake. It was Kari who was eating bananas. I stood still in astonishment. I was very much surprised. The bananas were lying strewn all around him. I stood still in astonishment. The bananas were lying strewn all around him. He stretched out his trunk and reached for one far away from where he was standing. His trunk was so long, so he stretched out his trunk and reached for one far away from he was standing. That instant the trunk looked like a black snake. So what was the black snake? It was not a black snake. It was a trunk of Kari. And I realized that Kari was the thief. Now what happened? I went to him, pulled him out by the ear and joyously showed my parents that it was Kari and not I that had eaten all the fruit these many weeks. Then I scolded him. Just as I have told you, Kari has done wrong, so he must be scolded and he must be punished. So then I scolded him. For elephants understand words. So those who have elephants as a pet, they know all these things, and as we don't have elephants as a pet, we'll have to learn this. Then I scolded him, for elephants understand words as well as children. So, just like children understand words, though they don't understand what is saying, but they understand that yeah, parents are very much angry with them and they are scolding the children. So in the same way, elephants also understand that the master or the keeper is very angry. And I said to him, next time I see you stealing fruit, you will be whipped. मैं तुम्हें चाबुक से मारूंगा. He knew that we were all angry with him, even the servants. His pride was so injured that he never stole another thing from the dining room. Now see what happened? What was the reaction of Kari? He politely accepted the punishment and this harsh word of the keeper, because he understood that he had done wrong. Without permission, he had eaten banana. So whatever the keeper is saying, he should listen to it quietly. So this is the second good thing that we find in Kari's nature. His pride was so injured that he never stole another thing from the dining room. So you see, just like children may repeat the action, but elephants, Kari hasn't repeated the same mistake in the entire story or later. So he didn't repeat the mistake. And he had never stolen anything from the dining room. Now, next, what is there? In this part of the story, we will come to know Kari is a fast learner. He masters all signals and sounds he is taught. There is one lesson, though, that an elephant takes 5 years to learn. Kari is no exception. There is one lesson that Kari has learnt in 5 years. So what was that? We will come to know. And Kari was a very fast learner, but this particular thing he took 5 years to learn. Now, here we need to know about how the elephants must be trained, how the elephants must be kept, how its anger, how its emotions should be controlled. Now, here all the rules are given. An elephant must be taught when to sit down, when to walk, when to go fast and when to go slow. You teach him these things as you teach a child. Just as we teach children how to behave normally, how to do their daily chores. In the same way, the elephants needed to be trained. You teach him these things as you teach a child. If you say dhat and pull him by the ear, he will gradually learn to sit down. How the elephants sit down, you know, whenever Mahavat says something, that master of the elephant says something and the elephant just sits down. We don't understand what the Mahavat has said, but we now know that dhat is the thing, and pulling the elephant by the ear means sit down. Next time you saw any elephant, if you see any elephant who is sitting down at after taking an instruction or giving the instructions by the master, understand the master has said dhat and has pulled elephant's ear. Similarly, if you say Mali and pull his trunk forward, he will gradually learn that it is the signal to walk. Now, what is the signal to walk? You will have to say Mali and pull his trunk forward. That means he will understand that now the sitting time is over. He will have to get up and walk. So you are seeing this dhat and this Mali. Now you can also now give instructions to elephants. Kari learned Mali after 3 lessons, but it took him 3 weeks to learn dhat. He was no good at sitting down. And do you know why an elephant should be taught to sit down? Because he grows taller and taller than you who take care of him. See the height of the elephant? It's really, its height is very much. So that when he is 2 or 3 years old, you can only reach his back with a ladder. So with ladder, if you are not going to climb on a elephant all the time, so you will have to teach the elephant how to sit down or when to sit down. So here, how much time Kari has taken to learn Mali? He has taken after 3 lessons, he learned to walk. When he needs to walk, he has learned that signal, Mali, and his trunk is to be pulled forward. Now, Dhat, he has taken 3 weeks to learn because he doesn't like sitting down. It happens to us also, na? If we don't like any subject, we don't learn it very fast. But if we like any subject, we learn it very fastly. People say, wow, you are a fast learner, because the subject is of our interest. The same thing happens to elephant also. This Kari, it is therefore better to teach him to sit down by saying Dhat, so that you can climb upon his back. For who would want to carry a ladder around all the time? So who will carry ladder all around the time? So you will have to teach elephant to sit down so that you can easily climb on his back. So the same thing happened. The most difficult thing to teach an elephant is the master call. Now, here you are seeing the master call. First is Dhat, then is Mali, and now is the master call. These 3 things is very important to teach elephant, right? Dhat, Mali, and the master call. And how much time Kari took? Kari took 5 years to learn this master call properly. Now you can easily understand how difficult it can be for elephant to learn, because he had learned Dhat, he has learned Mali very after 3 lessons only, and he has learned Dhat 3 weeks. He took only 3 weeks. But for this master call, it takes 5 years. All elephant takes 5 years to learn this master call properly. Now, so what is the master call? The master call is a strange, hissing, howling sound as if a snake and a tiger were fighting each other. The sound itself is very difficult. The master call is a strange, hissing, howling sound as if a snake and a tiger were fighting each other. And you have to make that kind of noise in his ear, in the ear of an elephant. Understood? So why this master call is so important? And do you know what do you expect an elephant to do when you give him the master call? If you are lost in the jungle and there is no way out and everything is black except the stars above, you dare not stay very long anywhere. Obviously, if it's dark, you are lost in the jungle, so you need to go out, come out from this troubled situation. So you have your companion, that elephant. So in his ears, you will have to say the master call. And what is the master call? Master call is like a strange sound as if a snake and tiger were fighting each other. So what happens when this sound is, this signal is given to the elephant? The only thing to do then is to give the master call, and at once the elephant pulls down the tree in front of him with his trunk. Because the jungle, it's a dense forest. Everywhere you will see trees. So what the elephant does at once, he starts pulling down the trees. with his trunk. This frightens all the animals. In the night, when an animal is pulling down the tree, so all the animals get frightened. And as the tree comes crashing down, monkeys wake from their sleep and run from branch to branch. See, the elephant is pulling down this tree and monkeys are running. Stag is also running. See, deer. Bats are also flying. And the entire jungle seems to wake up and getting scared of the movement of pulling down the trees. You can see them in the moonlight because it's moonlight. You can see stars above and it's moonlight. And you can almost see the stags running in all directions below. You can hear the growl of the tiger in the distance. Even he is frightened. Then the elephant pulls down the next tree and the next and the next. The growl of the tiger. The elephant itself becomes very much scared of hearing the growling of the tiger. But what happens is he keeps on pulling down the trees and making ways for the protection of the master. Soon you will find that he has made a road right through the jungle straight to your house. You can easily reach your house once you give a master call to your elephant. So, this is a very important lesson that elephants must be taught. Otherwise, if you are lost in the jungle, so it will be very dangerous for you. So, see, this is Mr. Dhan Gopal Mukherjee and he is the writer of the beautiful story Bringing Up Kari. So here the story ends. We know about the habits of elephants. We know about how to control the elephant. We know about the two personal incidents of Kari, the elephant. First is how he saved the drowning boy and the keeper. Second, how when he was caught eating banana, how he quietly he tolerated or he quietly accepted the scolds of the keeper. When the keeper scolded him, he just quietly listened to it and he did never repeat the mistake again because his pride was very much hurt. So this is the end of the beautiful story, and you go through that slide again and again, read the story, enjoy it, find the grammar parts. And as I am not doing it in each and every slide, because once you come to know which grammar part is given importance in that chapter, it's not necessary to say it again and again. In the earlier part, I have told you the degree of comparison is there, sentences are there, compound sentences are there, though dialogues are there, because this is a story. So all the grammatical parts you will have to say it carefully and recognize the sentences and enjoy the story, say it to others also, and we will meet in the next class. In the next class we will do question answers of the story. Till then, have a good revision. Thank you.